What's going on, guys? King Raven here, coming at you with another video today. So today we're going to be taking a look and doing an overview of a really awesome knife. But before we get into today's video, y'all remember, give me a like, leave a comment. In the description of this video and all my videos are my links. Those links are the best way to help support me here at the channel. There's also links to my Patreon and my Instagram down there. Any discount codes, they'll be listed there too. Those links do help me, and I greatly appreciate it. And hopefully you use them and save yourself some money as well. It's a win-win in my opinion, but that's totally up to you. Also, at the end of the video, there'll be a little subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Check out the other video I have linked. Now let's flip this camera around and get into today's video of one awesome knife. Today we are talking about a Tuya knife. Love Tuya knives. I've got several in my collection. And a big shout out to the Lefty Pathfinder group for letting me check out this Tuya knife. And a big shout out to Tuya Knives. Also in the description of this video and all my videos are my links. And I have a link to Tuya Knives as well as a discount code. Discount code is King Raven, all caps. Save yourself some money and it does help the channel, but that's up to you. Okay, what are we looking at today? We are looking at the Tuya Knives Strength. They have, at the time of this recording, multiple different versions of the Strength on their website. You've got the black handles, you've got the stonewash handles, you've got crystallized ice titanium handles, multiple. Use that link, go check out all the different styles that they have and all the different colorways. This one happens to be the black titanium, and they come with different colored pocket clips. A lot of them you can choose the different types of pocket clips that you can get. This one happens to be like some almost like rose gold and some bronze or regular gold. Really nice. I think it pops really well against that black frame. So you got a black frame lock, and then you got nice on this side, and it's sort of, I don't know if the camera can pick up, but it sort of almost comes up to a very subtle peak right here in the center, and then comes back down. Just a nice designing cue, and it's sort of chamfered right here and here, but the key thing to the Strength is it is an integral, okay? I think every collection should have at least one integral. Now, does that make it stronger? Maybe just a little bit or anything like that, but it definitely makes ease of disassembling because you've only got this pivot to disassemble, but it does cost more to manufacture a integral. Now, let's check out this blade. We've got low profile flipper tab, front flipper, and thumb studs. Really snappy detent, and we have a true DLC. You can see right there, you can still see the grind marks underneath the DLC. That's a true DLC. M390 Blade. We have a drop point. You could make arguments that it's a spear point, but you've got a nice wedge up here, and then you've got your primary grind. Okay, that tip does ride right above the pivot line, so it is not a very low tip drop point, but you can still use that tip. You can use that forward facing belly, or you'll have almost a full length of that blade for your power cuts. Really nice in hand. I've got medium sized hands. I get 4 full fingers, no problem. Got a little bit left over, so your large hands are going to be fine. I think if you got really big hands, you might start getting a little cramped, okay? No jimping right up here. There's a little jimping right here for the tab. They could have extended it, but because it's flat and you got these thumb studs, I'm locked in. I think I have a really good control, so I don't feel like I need jimping or anything like that. So it's very nice in hand. Action on this is stellar. very smooth. Now, if you've ever used a low profile flipper tab, you know you got to get used to it a little bit. You got to make sure you get your finger out of the way. So when you go and you flip it, see, if you don't get your finger out of the way, that's what it does. It catches, okay? So with that low profile, you just snap it. Boom. And that's everything. You just takes a little getting used to when you have those Vero knives, very similar. There's different makers and different users who use that low profile flipper tab. So it's just something that you have to keep in mind, but it works fantastic. You just get it and you snap it. Okay, thumb studs on this is excellent. Front flipper works. It's not my favorite front flipper because I'm not the best at front flipping, but it works just fine. Could they have extended the jimping up and around? Yeah, I think that would have made it a little bit better, but people who are good at front flipping aren't going to have a problem. For me, the thumb studs is money on this. The thumb studs and that back flipper tab is where it is for me. So that's how I like to deploy the strength. Let's check out some size comparisons of the strength. So first up is another Tuya knife. This is one from my collection. This is the Tuya Wolf. Okay, really full size recurve compound ground tanto. Very wicked blade. They're making a smaller version called the Coyote. Can't wait for that. Okay. All right. And then another Tuya knife is the Tuya Knives Shocker. This one is another one in their DLC. Both of these are in my collection. Okay. So you can see right there, it's smaller than the Wolf. And then it's about the same size as the Shocker. One more comparison is this is the new Tuya Knives Anzu. One of my favorite Tuya knives in my collection. And you can see it is shorter than the Anzu overall. Tuya, if you're watching, make an Anzu more compact. Bring it down to like the size of the Shocker and everything. Or even a hair smaller than the Shocker and the Strength. Okay? Just bring it down just a hair smaller than both of these knives. I think you would have a winner on your hand. A compact Anzu. But the Anzu is still phenomenal. This is an inset liner lock titanium. Watch my video on the Anzu. I can highly, highly recommend this knife. Just phenomenal knife overall. So, what do I think about the Strength? I think it's really cool being an integral. It is more expensive because it is an integral, but I still think they are bringing incredible value for this integral. One thing an integral does is when you are gripping and bearing down real hard, you have a solid back so you don't get any hot spots from the scales, where if you have like two separate scales like this, okay, and you bear down really hard, you might start feeling the edges of these scales and everything. They do a great job of rounding these off and making this very comfortable. So most of the time you don't get that, but with an integral you never get that because it is just one solid piece. So I think it's got a cool factor. I think it's got an easy disassembly, one pivot and take it out. And then you got that comfort when you're bearing down. But I don't think it's a necessary thing to be an integral. But like I said earlier, I think all collections should have at least one integral. And this very well may be my only integral in my collection because I love the look of it. I love the design of it. Just a couple of minor nitpicks and everything. Otherwise, this is an outstanding knife. So, can I recommend the strength? 100%. If you're like me and you like the look of this knife, go and get it and everything. And use code KINGRAVE and save yourself some money. And I very well am probably going to be adding one of these to my personal collection as well. So if I'm going to add it in my collection and I'll spend my money on it and everything, that's the best recommendation I can give to a knife. Let's flip this camera around and wrap up today's video on the Tuya Knives Strength. What do you think about the Tuya Knives Strength? I think this is a phenomenal integral knife. I think it fits really well in my hand. I love the overall look and design of it. So if you find one of the versions that you like, because like I said, there's many different colorways, and I can definitely recommend it. And I think the value that they're bringing here is really, really good. I would like to know what you think about the Tuya Knives Strength, and which colorway would you pick up if you had one. Y'all let me know. Also, remember, give me a like, leave a comment. In the description of this video and all my videos are my links. Those links are the best way to help support me. There's links to Patreon and Instagram, as well as my affiliate links. There's a link to Tuya Knives down there, as well as my discount code KINGRAVE in all caps. Save yourself some money, help out the channel as well, win-win, but that's completely up to you. Hit the subscription button, hit that notification bell, and check out this video. Think you might like it. Y'all be safe out there. I'm King Raven, and I'll catch you in the next video.